And Gala Kitten is ready to go live.
Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We are here ready to do Ninja Roll Quests. Woohoo!
And definitely sorry to hear that, Doodles. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Yeah.
And we can now state that there will be absolutely no action happening on this stream.
Yeah, he just went to bed. You have a good night, action.
So sorry, it's going to be a boring hour and a half of watching us have no action.
Ha 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 ha. I see what you did there. So the question is do I want to do this as Ninja? Or I could do this as Sam? Or I can do this as Puglist? Or I could do this as Reaper? Or
now
as
you're just showing off.
Yes, I am showing off. I'm glad of you to notice. What class should I do this as? No, I'm not doing this as a barista. I don't have the glam for a barista yet.
Oh dear.
I could, I just don't have room in the glamour chest for it. So what you think?
I think it's up to you. I'm going to be just as helpful as you are in deciding lunch.
Fine, I'll do this as Ninja.
As fake Ninja. Storm clouds brewing. The Lomensan delegate would entreat your aid in dealing with a grave threat back home. Oh, and hello, Octi.
Yes, hello.
Rylea, on behalf of Admiral Blowfootson, I thank you for your many deeds in service to Limsa Lomenza. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your efforts in delivering this star from catastrophe. Fortunately, we have received troubling tidings from beasts akin to those that plagued Raz.Han have been sighted on the Lomensan coast. Or Lanosean coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in the hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us?
Oh, that last line.
I wouldn't be much of a hero if I refused, would I?
That's just kind of egotistical and rude. I will do all that I can.
Fine. Excellent. The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and martial prowess on our side, I am certain.
You know he'll just say the same thing.
Yeah. I went with the same. Pray set sail for Limsa as soon as you're able. The Secretariat at Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival.
So off to good old Limsa. Ooh, that was a big slag spike.
Oh?
I hit my 3 abilities. I hit my ninjutsu. The 3 abilities went off. Nothing. Ninjutsu!
Yeah, well.
For folks wondering, we decided we'd get the roll quests out of the way, and we will be continuing the near playthrough when we have a break in FF stuff.
Something like that.
Which might be a while because patch 6.15 is threatening to drop on the 7th. And we've got like 2 complete story chains there. Plus Beast Tribe dailies.
Ooh. You're not gonna drag them through all of that, are you?
maybe not the beast tribes, but definitely the,
Yeah, the beast tribes would be a bit much for people to sit through.
Yeah, you still need to finish the Amalja.
Yeah. And go through the Heavensward stuff.
Yeah, can we have a ticket to Lemza Lumenza, please?
Tendramoy,
No, it looked like 300 gil to me.
which translates into Tendramoy. Don't you know your currency conversion? Come on.
Me? Math? Are you crazy?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Drowning Wench?
No, we want to go to Bulwark, because we're going over to the
I
command.
guess we would.
Or, oh no, it was Maelstrom Command. Yeah, we needed the Drowning Wench. Oops.
Thanks for the warning.
Great. Yeah, I'm running on all cylinders here.
Well, we knew that.
Did have a good day in Prague in Hippocampus today. We aren't quite there yet, but we're getting farther and deeper into the mechs. And considering that there's only like 4 people in the party who are quote-unquote ecstatic and everyone else is picked up through Party Finder.
Yeah.
Actually, we had 5 today. Because Chitana came along, and it's always great running with her as call-out lead. Because she knows her stuff. Excuse me. Hello, Maelstrom Secretariat. She is a very determined kitty. Oh, our man in Razatan told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. Glad you could join us, Thayrin, Rylea. I only wish it were here under better circumstances. The grave news of the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce be Let's try that again. The grave news from the bounty has not escaped our ears. I can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. Although you and the Scions have averted the final days, blasphemies continue to appear in certain regions, Hilbrand among them. Tell him what we know. The first report came in a few days ago from one of our men patrolling the Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that the connection to the final days was confirmed by the most unlikely source, the Sahagin. We've been treating their tempered for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, their factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with Lemza. On one such faction has proved the most comprehensive reports in all of their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents in Razat Han to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of these beasts, a blasphemy, as it was decried, we would call them, prowled our waters as we speak. We may have been spared the final days, but so long as this abomination remains to harry us, we cannot truly say the storm has passed. Fortunately, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell Razatan, the fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threats we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, Admiral Blossosin has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and to lead the investigation herself. Oh, we're dealing directly with the Admiral.
Okay then.
And I would have you at my side. What say you?
Gladly.
Bring 'em. You have my thanks. We will depart at once to meet with our Sahagan allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive in the South Tide Gate soon. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Okay, we're off to South Tide. So already it's interesting the fact that this one we're actually dealing with one of the beast tribes. Correction, one of the tribes. They have officially renamed the entire set as Tribe Quests.
Okay.
Which makes sense. Oh, by the way, look at who we have here. It's Amgris.
What are you two doing here?
Blumwilda. Amgris.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Starnath, Master of Exna, just reunited with some of my former Maelstrom comrades. It's quite a relief to see them in such good health. Commander Riki even asked if I would like to rejoin their ranks. While I was flattered by the offer, I told her I did not regret shedding the red. Instead, I'll reminisce over the old days with a pint or two, then sober up so I can help Blumwilda plot out a course for our next voyage.
Ah, Thayrin, Rylea. What a pleasant surprise. Amgris and I, and emphasis on I, are in the midst of mapping out a way to reach our next destination, the Isle of Urslot in the Northern Empty.
Urslot in the Northern Empty? Huh.
Urslot is the ancestral home of Wee Rogaden, and we would see it with our own eyes. Unfortunately, information regarding the current state of the Isle has been scarce in recent days. If we learn aught of note, you'll be the first to know. I think we have another plot thread.
Unfortunately, haven't heard from this island recently, etc. That sounds more like Eureka. I hope this is not the new Eureka.
No. I hope not too. We never did finish Eureka, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, we'll get to it someday.
Yeah, like me as I'll stop fishing someday. Actually, I need to get back to fishing.
See?
The problem is I don't have the backspace to fish. Okay, out the door this way. Well, Ursa's happy. It's been a while since we've actually used her. She doesn't have to deal with the ditzes tonight.
Yes.
That makes her happy.
Oh, don't let the buns know that.
When she is the smartest of the group, you know you're in trouble. So we need to head to South Tide. Right. Just trying to mentally path out which way we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, from one fate to another. What a fateful night.
It's your fate.
But I'm not playing Ast. It's not in the cards. Okay, I'll shut up now.
I was gonna say, I can't help you with that one.
Yeah, I am worried about kind of peeking. They're having a problem just logging in with the PS network.
Yeah.
I did a little research. I passed the information along. It apparently did not help.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for that.
So I made a crack at Suki saying that, what are we going to do when we don't have Feking to hold the door?
Okay.
Yeah. Look up Feking's last name.
Oh. Ow.
Oh, and he dang well knows what it means. Hello, Merweb. It's well past our agreed meeting time, but the Sahagin are nowhere to be seen. They do not seem the sort to break their word. This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any signs of them. Okay, off to Halfstone we go.
Think we'll ever find the other half of the stone?
Oh, this doesn't look good.
No. That was a little more sudden than expected.
Sahagin?
What is this thing?
Yeah, we've only
If you don't know, you have a problem.
Yeah, we've only seen those on the first. Noel is in danger. Quick, to his aid. Oh, we need to go further down.
The fell east. Oh, yeah, okay. Huh. Our staging on this one's a little odd.
Well, Halfstone is kind of an annoying area to navigate
Yes.
through.
Ready to go stabby stabby?
You mean like that?
Yep.
Noel, are you okay?
Many thanks, Shorewalker. Pray tell, is my companion safe?
If they're with Merweb, they should be.
It doesn't get much safer. The Admiral herself comes to her aid. Glad tidings indeed. You, too, have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return. Not to mention all these still timbered Sahagin.
Yeah. Well,
There
they're
seems to be a lot of
obviously
them
a
still
different
here.
faction because they're a different skin color. They're more black and red instead of white and red, which is the Sahagins we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Noel?
Relieved I am to see the both of you safe.
And his companion?
Had the Admiral not come to our rescue when she did, I shudder to think of what would have happened.
Well, you're safe now. That's the important part. Admiral? Everyone's still alive. Good. But not if we stay here too long. Inside, quickly.
Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet, it brought me no joy to watch them die, for, unbelievable as it may sound, until a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brothers. At first we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans and magics availed us not. No, it's more than a curse.
Aye, 'twas no curse. 'Twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemies.
Blasphemies. Pray tell us more.
That would be your area of expertise, Thayrin, Rylea.
Actually, it's more like Kryl and the other scions, but they're not here. Why did we leave all the learned ones behind?
Because they've got noses in books currently.
Turned into beasts by the power of despair. This is horrifying indeed.
Thus far, the phenomenon here in Lanosea has been limited to the Hagen. Why is that?
I cannot say. Yet I wonder if the crushing tide are involved in some way.
I know not of this crushing tide.
Word of them is yet to reach you, I see. It all began when the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with grave malady.
Oh dear.
Tragic as this was, there's one small solace. She was not fond of shore walkers, and so deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Lumza. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group they call the Crushing Tide. Even now they seek to summon the Lord of the Whirl anew and consign all finless ones to the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation.
And you suspect these feelings of helplessness are the cause of the transformations.
Just so. Those of our spawn brothers who turned into those beasts had been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them into still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider this situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind.
Tell me this, are the Crushing Tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their own drowned state, might they not listen to reason?
Were it only so simple. All but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will.
In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of the nascent alliance, we will do all we can to save our brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us. For this man and woman have bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan.
Given my record on Leviathan, I'm not sure I feel capable at the moment. The great Rylea Sernath and Thayrin Vexna in the flesh. Honored am I to stand in your presence.
Together, we will weather the storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This, I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same.
Indeed we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray that no more succumb to the change.
And back to Maelstrom Command.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of back and forthing.
Well, yeah, we knew the job was dangerous when we took it.
We did?
I did. Why didn't you?
No one told me.
It was right on the 4-color brochure!
He ever reads those?
Oy, what am I to do with you, kitten?
Feed me fish? Keep refusing to do that, too.
My bags is full! Suddenly, I say that, and I suddenly hear Woody from Toy Story off in the back of my head. I've got a snake in my boot!
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. Weird disassociations. Gotta love them.
Something like that.
So, I know I've asked before, and I'll probably ask again.
Uh-oh.
How are you enjoying Ninja?
Well, like I said, it's better than... Where are you? There you are. It's better than Monk. I find it a little less complicated to go through than Summoner. But in all, Summoner is a bit more fun.
Fair enough. Excuse you.
And yeah, you're not about to see me doing Ninja instead of Bard, or Red Mage, or Black Mage, or Machinist.
Anytime soon.
Yeah. Now you will see me doing Monk sometime soon because I will be getting it to 90 someday.
Eventually. Checking
my
with
twits
the
are round.
Secretariat. The Admiral has told me everything. Thank the Navigator that you were there to dispatch those terrible beasts. Admiral?
It's what we do.
Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess the proper understanding of the change we face.
Challenge.
Tis a daunting task that lies before us. We'll continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we have located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Oh, hi, Miss Maelstrom Secretariat.
You have something for us already? A crushing tide. The Secretariat has recent developments to share. Very recent. Happened within the last 10 seconds.
Your two's timing couldn't be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from a meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform her of your arrival.
That's a really fast meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't meetings at work be that fast?
Oh, you wish.
Yes, I do!
Thayrin, Rylea, I'm glad you two are here. We have decided on our next course of action. But action went to bed. Okay, I'll be quiet now. As you know,
no, that was good.
As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who have succumbed to the change have been affiliated with the Crushing Tide, who continues to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as to address their grievances, we may yet have a chance of peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. One front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we shall share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the Crushing Tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table, and then see what we can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for the spawning ground. 'Tis a good discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. 'Twill be no easy task, but we succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagin as well, so long as we parley in good faith. I can only hope. Hope. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Noel has sent word that one Dole, a priest who styles himself the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning ground, and I would have you at my side. If you do not object, that is. No objections here, ma'am.
Nope.
Excellent. In that case, I pray join me at South Tide Gate when you are ready. From there, we will go together. Quest accepted.
On Secretariat?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am. Do you have any notes for us? We welcome your aid in our negotiations with the Crushing Tide. Admiral Blusfusfin awaits you at South Tide Gate. Right. South Tide Gate it is. Do not get distracted by Moogle Butt. As difficult as that might be in this case. Oh, Ursa! Zoom!
Mm-hmm.
I think it's morning.
Maybe.
I mean, with that triumphant trumpet.
What, the Chocobo theme?
Yeah, I have zone music on.
But you're missing the Chocobo theme.
That's fine. You're missing the zone music.
But Chocobos! Urza appreciation music.
In other character news, I'm a little bummed. I was working on questing a couple days ago. She's actually finished all of the original expansion for Shadowbringers. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to do my shtick of making sure I have like 1 tome weapon, 1 tome ring, and everything else being geared off the last normal raid. So I go down the normal raid line and get story blocked. So I have to go do MSQ now. Clever plan foiled.
Yeah, well.
Riff, could you get off my sister? Stop mother-henning her. I know you like her, but come on. What?
It's nice to be appreciated. Sometimes.
Are you two prepared, are you? Dao is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Let us speak with the Sahagan here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed a light on what might be keeping him. One more thing. I come here...
A blasphemy? As for what's keeping him?
Possibly. I come here as a representative of Limsa Lumenza on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust you understand. And with that, let us be off. Merlweb is accompanying you.
Escort quest.
Yes, Admiral.
Speak with. About what you expect.
Speak with Crushing Tide. But first we have to navigate through, and of course because we have Admiral with us, we can't just mount up.
Yeah.
However, everything's so low level.
Yeah, nothing is really interested in messing with us.
Just like I want to double check.
Of course, no one is interested in messing with Merlweb.
Okay, I'm not seeing a talking point over at the shoal here, which is our friendly Sahagans.
Yes.
That we've been dealing with for quite some time, actually, now.
Belligerent Sahagan. As opposed to every other Sahagan here. Really? What is this? Since when are filthy shorewalkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds? Well, no one else is objecting.
Pray forgive our intrusion. We seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him?
You will do no such thing, shorewalker. We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone!
We won't get much out of this one. Let us try elsewhere.
There we go. Stoic. Why do you trespass in our domain, vile shorewalkers?
We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him?
We desire no parley with the shore walkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Sahagin would grow and flourish.
Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work towards a peaceful solution.
Empty words from the thieving shore walkers. But so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You will find him by the entrance. No, mark my words. You will wish you hadn't.
We shall see. I thank you for your aid.
Actually, hold on. You need to help show them that we don't mean any harm. Nope, that's the wrong. Oh, yeah, actually, that's right. There. I'm just a friendly postal mogul.
Checking with Merylweb. No, not Rift. Merylweb. Let us search the spawning grounds and see if we cannot find this Dao. Ah, there is Dao.
Post mogul coming through.
Excuse me, sir.
Shore walkers in our spawning grounds. To what do I owe the displeasure?
Speaker Dao, I presume. I apologize for entering your home unannounced. I am Merylweb Blosvisvin, Chief Admiral of Limzo Lumenza, and this is Thayrin Vexna and Rylea Sarnath. We come seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples.
Parley, you say?
Prolonging this conflict any further will lead only to needless suffering. The menace both our peoples face is great indeed. If ever there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at the South Tide Gate for formal negotiations.
Are walkers and Sahagin coming together? What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory?
I can offer naught but my word. We open the gates to you and invite you into our homes as a show of respect.
Do not trust you, shore walker, but never let it be said that Dao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge, and your people will drown in their own blood.
Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. I would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley.
Well, that didn't sit into a fit of rage. That's good.
Checking with Dao.
Know this, shore walker. I come not because your words sway me, but to show my spawn brothers that Dao of the Crushing Tide is no coward. Yeah, this will be productive.
You know it. But we gotta try.
Yep.
And when it fails, we try again. Maybe with a slightly different approach, but we try again. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, coming through. Hello, Merylweb. Thank you for joining us here, Master Dao.
The air here sickens me. Be brief.
Aye. Let us get straight to the heart of the matter. The common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potent potential of bringing death without end to both Sahagin and Limsa alike. These circumstances call for a swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and their countless other Sahagins have joined us, and of their own free will, that we might ensure the survival of both our peoples.
Aye, by their deeds have the Luminsons proven themselves worthy of our trust.
Master Dao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you that this can only be done by confronting this threat together.
Threats. Threats. What is this threat you speak of? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the servant reavers. They are the only shore walkers I deign to call friend.
You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the World?
I do. For that, and that alone will ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You propose not alliance but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The shore walkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god and conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We must not let this stand. For shame, forsaken by our spawn brothers, they side with the finless ones in blasphemy our Lord Leviathan. They who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children, our future. Our future! Behold this blessing! Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength.
Oh no. You would call this a blessing?
Seshores, flee for your lives.
The beast makes for Aleport. I leave this place to you.
Yeah, we can do this. Splendid. Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power. Oh, it's a problem.
Yeah. This is not power.
Certainly not sustainable. Fine.
Quick check with
Great,
Noel.
can't do that yet. Making me lose my cue.
Sorry.
I beg of you, friend Shorewalker, deliver my spawn brother from that horrific fate.
You got it.
They don't make diddly monsters like they used to.
No, no.
This is the second time you saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. What of the Admiral? We must go to her aid.
I agree.
Yeah, though she can take care of herself.
Yeah, the question is will it be enough before the other one succumbs to despair?
Yeah.
No.
Well, he didn't succumb to despair.
No?
What a horrific sight.
I agree. Damn. I was too late. I'm sorry.
There is no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slavering beasts.
The fool believes this a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceable solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us.
I shudder at the very thought. And yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes?
Just so. The first one to transform are the ones that have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more powerful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over others.
We can scarcely hope to stand against a legion of such foes. Would that there was more my people could do to help.
I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it in all due haste. But this may well amount to naught. If the blasphemy, too, is born from the Sahagin, it could be sheltered in the depths, beyond the reach of our ships.
In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea.
Thank you, Gnome. Through our efforts combined, we might yet weave this threat, or weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve.
You have my gratitude, Admiral.
And with that, we should return as well. There is much work to be done, and I would see it done quickly.
I must take my fallen brother home.
You do that. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
We weren't fast enough. So, after lunch, towards the early evening, I poked my head into your room and saw you laying flat on the bed snoring.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, I can see you're working hard.
Yes.
Forgetting today was a holiday.
Ah.
Yeah, when you don't have a true 9-to-5 job,
Yep.
days start losing their meaning. Though I do have a shot appointment tomorrow. I need to remember that.
Yes, you do. Tomorrow has a very important meaning for you.
Though I'm surprised we have not heard... Usually they call to remind me whether I have an appointment or not, and I have not gotten a call this time around. let's be honest, I could really use a shot right soon.
Yeah.
Yep, that is correct, Foxfire. Allergy shots have been a godsend for me. I would not be functioning as well as I am right now if it was not for them. Secretariat? Oh, you've returned. The Admiral was just briefing me on events at the spawning ground. Ah, Thayrin, Rylea. I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagin described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present. Excuse me. Tis plain they intend to seek one out. Redoubling our patrols offshore, and inform me of the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we might be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, we must get to work securing the reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon.
Like, in 5 seconds. Old heroes never die. The Secretariat appears to have been waiting for you. We were right here!
Deborah left a message for you two, and the news is not good. It appears the Lomenza merchant ship was assaulted by the Sahagin raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. To further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Umgoro. The Admiral suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She has gone to meet with Noel, and that we and our Sahagin allies might take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to worst, our experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray make for South Tide Gate and rendezvous with Admiral Blussfusband at once. No, not at your convenience. At once. They're serious.
Well, it is the Admiral.
Zoom! Zoom zoom?
Zoom-de-zoom?
Well, this is definitely a different storyline.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And back to South Tide. Go here, go there, go here, go there. Why does Lana Sea have to be such a long place? So, as far as we know of the old Scions, we've got the 2 Rogadens who are looking into their homeland in the northern Indy. We've got Old Man Isildare and his granddaughter who have teamed up with a pair that we met in Vazja to head towards Yangjia and see what the state is over there. And that's a place we've never been to.
Yep.
And we have, I believe it was Rylea and with someone else, I'm not sure. I think it was just Rylea who was looking to book passage to the New World. I'm trying to remember if it... Oh, I think it was Hoary Boulder and Coltonay were going to head south to Mercidia. I'm not sure on that. Knoll of the Calming Seas. He has a title now.
It is good to see you safe, friend.
Are you two done?
No, they're never done.
Admiral? No, not Rift. Admiral. I'm gonna have to change his barding. His barding is so huge. It, like, blocks everything else. Thank you for coming, Thayrin, Rylea. The situation is grim. The crushing tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogormorov crystals.
Though their aim is clear, it appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform the summoning. Thou longs for the days when every Sahagin cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and will stop at nothing to see them return. Cannot fathom what the crushing tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god?
And so we must thwart their designs, at least lest the bones we've forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy, nor the transformation its presence may bring about. A battle on 2 fronts, neither of which can commit to the expense of the other. As we sail into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you propose? We can say, might we turn to the 3 great pirate powers for aid? Let us recruit the Yellow Jackets to the cause. Sounds like a job for the Company of Heroes. They're disbanded.
Yeah. I'd like to call in a different disbanded band that isn't quite so disbanded. But no one needs to know that part.
I think we need to call on the 3 great pirates.
Yeah.
Because the Yellow Jackets are needed for security.
Yep.
As it happens, I've already enlisted the Executioners, the Krakens, and the Sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the blasphemy. So, if we're to seek reinforcements, we will have to turn elsewhere. But to whom? I guess that leaves the Yellow Jackets?
March down the list.
The Yellow Jackets are spread thin, keeping the coast safe from the crushing tide and the raids. We can ill afford to dilute their ranks any further. No, we must look to another party for assistance, I'm afraid. Any other ideas? But they're disbanded!
I know of a different disbanded group that I might actually be able to call on. You know, the Signs of the Seventh Dawn. No. Fine. Company of
Heroes it is! The Company of Heroes? Now that's a name I haven't heard in some time. 'Tis true they answered the call many a time. Indeed, other than you and yours, they're arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. But they disbanded over 5 years ago, and neither hide nor hair have been seen of their commander since. Absent a leader, I suspect they will Absent of their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. And yet, I could think of no better option. I'll contact Wiskit, their erstwhile commander's right-hand man, and see if he will not hear us out. I will ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let us hope he's receptive to our offer. No, might I trust you and your brothers to continue the search of the blasphemy in the meantime?
Psst, but of course, Admiral. Should we discover anything, you will be the first to know.
Checking with Noel.
Psst, worry not. My spawn brothers and I will keep our eyes on the crushing tide in the meantime.
I will reach out to Wiskit, the former first mate of the company, and see if he is willing to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Oh boy, this will be an interesting reunion. Let's see, of the company of heroes that's still around, we have Wiskit, who's now the head bodyguard over at Costa del Sol. We have the Noon of the U tribe.
Yep.
In the south. We have the one Lancer over at Camp Tranquility, who likes to do underhanded things on the side. We have Rylea, who's currently in parts unknown.
They might be about to get known.
We have Brayflock's alt talks. Yeah, there's always Brayflocks. Right. And we have a little summoner who's currently working with, or as part of the Immortal Flames. It's a little Lalafell. Oh, and we have the other Lalafell who's now a vintner over at Wineport.
Yes.
Because he's gone blind during the fight with Titan.
Yep.
I can't think of any others that were Company of Heroes. I am totally not counting his lard butt over at the Grey Fleet.
Yeah, I was thinking of mentioning him.
No, you don't need to mention him. He is Brave Sir Robin. Brave Sir Robin, who bravely ran away.
The Duke of Plaza Toro.
Yes.
When the regiment ran away, his place was at the Foro.
Yes. Looks like we need to go out this way. Almost ran past it.
Don't do that.
My apologies for the delay.
You're alone?
Yeah. I don't see Wiskit.
And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing hero.
Good to see you, my good man.
Uh-huh.
And there's the veterinary. And Brayflox.
Yeah. You get, like, all of them?
No, we
the known
don't
ones?
have the little summoner.
Right. Someone explain what this is all about. Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligations these days.
Yeah, much to your chagrin.
I have some arguments. Take that polearm out of your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're not still a murderous bastard at heart. Watch that wicked tongue of yours, Ood, lest I skewer it and prove you right. Nothing like a reunion with dear companions over a bottle of the wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right?
Long time no catch a Blanders. Brayflox's tummy tickled to see gubby friends again.
Well, you might be.
Thank you for assembling on such short notice.
Spare us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here?
To make a simple request. Reform the company of heroes and lend Limsa Lamenza your strength.
You've a reason, I'm sure. I would hear it.
So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as the Blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sahagin into raving beasts. At the same time, the Sahagin themselves, specifically a hostile faction calling themselves the Crushing Tide, has declared their intentions to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the primals while dealing with the other threats.
Alright, pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as his first mate, it's not my place to gainsay his final order. Sod that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Landreau. But do you truly believe that we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time.
Ah, yes, your commander.
Oh dear. Are you going to pull yet another rabbit out of your hat?
What if Thayrin and Rylea here were to lead in his stead?
Nope.
Surely you would not question his abilities.
I did kind of see that coming. An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero.
Gubby friend has goodly heart for fighty think and goodly arms for thinky fight.
As ringing an endorsement as any, I would hear it from the woman herself. Do you believe you're capable of leading the company of heroes into battle?
Yeah, Rylea, are you honestly believe you're good enough to lead the company of heroes into battle?
Better battle than a banquet.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I'd go the first one. If you've the stones to follow me. Because I run very fast. Sorry.
Get the same one or not?
I hit the first one.
Come on. Yeah, I know.
Now that's
Dude,
the
it's different.
Oh, it is different. Well, let's do yours first.
Come on. Oh, mine first? Still nursing that grudge, are we? I suppose we still owe you a dozen favors. If you're willing to lead, we'll follow.
You better owe us a dozen favors.
Yeah, how many times did we run across a realm for that quest?
All of them. And that was before they shortened it. Slightly.
Yeah.
Very, very slightly.
Now that's the confidence I'd expect from my commander. Very well then. Consider us yours to lead. "5 years to the day?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5 years to the day. Truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life when duty calls. Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Forgotten how he took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way apart from him and the company. I doubt we'll see him again, much as I wish we could.
To the matter at hand, the mission you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs.
And here I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure she'll give it all due consideration.
Checking with Merlin. Wiskep may be skeptical, but I, for one, have little doubt you will provide a worthy commander for the company of heroes. Just for the record, as far as I can tell, I mean, someone with older experience might be able to counter this, but 1.0 did kind of have a following trust companion system, and these guys were that.
Yep. So the missing commander is the player character from the original game, which means there's a few people out there where, yeah, they were the commander.
They might actually get special dialogue. They've actually been really good about that. Okay, Whisket?
Gray Flocks. Go down the line until we hit the quest.
Bray Fox, happy give hand lending to Uplander. Shamani?
The others may gripe and groan, but not me. I'll be the first to admit I missed the action.
Are you up for it? Because, last I heard, you were on the disabled list. I mean, if you think you're up for it, I'm totally willing to give you a shot.
Don't make him prove that he's actually Daredevil. Please think twice before assigning me to the same group as Landonell. I don't know what's worse, his tendency to wave his lance in people's faces, or the shouting and blustering he engages in while doing so.
Yeah, they make a great pair.
Have we finished with all the logistical nonsense? I'm eager to taste the old violence. You know the flavor. So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down this so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to prevent the crushing tide from summoning their god, Leviathan. Tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide who will be doing what based on the skills we each have to offer. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths, of course, of the storied veterans under your command. My specialty, you ask? Why, impaling fiends with this lance of mine, of course. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It'd be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Set me against that so-called blasphemy, and I'll have the thing on a skewer before you can say Merlwib Blofwison. Yeah, it takes me a while to say it. Can't we go through all of them and then decide? Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I think we send him after the blasphemy.
yeah.
Preventing this primal summoning might actually end up with some diplomacy, and oh boy, I'm not letting him anywhere near diplomacy. A wise choice. Send Landonell after the Sahagin, and he's like to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust.
Yeah, the Sahagin situation needs actually a deft political hand, not a martial hand.
Certainly not a bloodthirsty one.
Mm-hmm.
I will speak plain. I'm not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landonell. As Noon of the Yew, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any that to rush headlong into battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser is it to observe from afar and proceed with caution.
He would be better against the primal summoning.
Yep. True that Noon can hold his own in a fight, but I cannot help but wonder if that's the best use of his... but it is your choice to make.
You must have skipped one.
Eh? No?
Whisket, very astute if I do so much.
Did I pick the wrong one?
Yeah, you skipped one.
Did I pick the wrong one?
Very astute if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumspect Unda Noon.
I think I hit the wrong answer.
Oops.
You well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I can still defend myself when necessary, but I'd rather it not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. This isn't always the case, but such is life. On the other hand, I'd like to think I've gotten quite good at sounding out the intentions of others during negotiations and the like.
He'd also be preventing the
primal summoning, yeah. You've a keen sense for these things, I see. More so than reconnaissance or battle, Shamani has a knack for working behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved.
Hello, brave flocks.
Copy boom?
Shh. Brave Flock's master remaker of Illuminati treasures offers much hand-lending with ingenuity. Far-seeing spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Cracks fire go boom and blasts beasts into bitty pieces. Yeah, you're coming to go after the blasphemy. I do not trust your gobby booms with the Sahagin.
Yeah. A logical choice, if I do say so myself. Greyflox's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling that beast. seem everyone has their assignments. Can I redo mine? Can't say I agree with all of your choices, but given that you've only just assumed command, I reckon you've done well enough.
I dare say the choices you've made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were leading us for years. Yes. And with that, it is time we get to work. I have procured link pearls for one and all that we can keep in each other appraised of our progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command. We'd best be
off then.
Yeah.
Should we have need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. I'd like to reconsider.
Well, let's see if you can.
Yeah, since this is heading for a accept the end of quest, and I can reject that, but we'll see.
I will return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sahagan friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Thayrin, Commander Vexna, or Commander Sarnath. That. I can read. Yes, I can.
Yeah. No.
Hold on. Let's see if they give you an option to reshuffle, because it sounded like they were going to.
Yeah. It is 11.
Do you want to pause here, or do you want to see if you can reshuffle first?
Let's pause here and try and remember that we'll want to check for that.
Okay, well, how about a drink at the Drowning Wench?
I need to drown some wenches, or drown something.
Well, hopefully you'll be allowed to reshuffle.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they put some spirits out for us.
Ooh.
And some meat. In any case, it is that time. We will pick this up again come Wednesday, starting at 9:30 Pacific. Until then, you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you having you along.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, good night, be safe, be well, and we hope to see you Wednesday.
Yeah, everyone have a good night and a good couple of days.